Okay, so John Spear again. Today I'm going to proof, or actually I'm going to measure the specific gravity of the blueberry mead that I started back on December the 13th. The date of recording this is December the 22nd, so it's been about 9 days. And I took a sneak peek and I popped the lid, and there's not much action going on. So on one hand, that tells me that, well, all the sugar should be consumed, but we're going to measure the specific gravity and find out where we're at. And if it's where, um, well, if it's close to 1 or slightly below 1, remember our starting original gravity was 1.100. So if we get down to 1 or below, then that's telling me that all of our sugars are done, and we'll probably be around, if memory serves, around 13% alcohol. So I've sterilized this, or sanitized this rather. I've sanitized all the things I'm using today. So let's put some stuff in here and see what it looks like. So it's a little messy. We'll try to minimize the mess. But I want to get enough in this column so we can put our hydrometer in here. It's a lovely, what color would you call that? Almost a pink salmon-y type color there. Making quite the mess. Good thing my wife isn't down here. She would be all over me. So I think that should be enough. We can probably rest that there. Let's get our hydrometer. And this is a little new for me, so bear with me. So we're going to try to figure out what this is. Just spin it around a little bit, make sure there's nothing stick to the edge. Yeah, so this is telling me that I'm right at 100. So this tells me that it should be good to rack it. So I'm going to give it a taste because I've been curious about this. I mean, that's the hardest part about, at least in my experience so far, making a beverage is the waiting process. So I've already been waiting 9 days for this. So we're going to pour a little in here and give it a taste. I'm going to pour the rest of it back in here because this should be good to go for when we rack it here in a minute. Give it a little swirl. Now remember, the last 2 times I've tried to ferment something, it didn't go so well. So third time's the charm. Hang on, we'll see. Smell. So remember, my ingredients were honey, apple juice, blueberries, a little bit of lemon peel. That's primary ingredients. Well, I've watched some of these videos where they say it tastes like a young mead, and I'm not sure if that's what I'm experiencing or not. It has, I pick up some blueberries. There's a little bit of almost like a spice in there, almost. Kind of calming down though. I'm not mad at this. So I'm going to pause the video now, and I'm going to work on my setup so that I can rack it from the fermenter into the, I'm going to use a 1 gallon glass carboy to let rack. And then again, as per most recommendations, that needs to sit in the racking vessel for probably, well, there's no absolute until it clears and clarifies. And as you can see right now, there's a little bit of haze to it, but stay tuned. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back. I'm going to start the racking process. This would be my first racking. I'm using a auto siphon tube, and I've got this 1 gallon glass carboy. Again, it's also been sanitized. So I'm going to start this. I'm probably not going to run the video for the whole process, but we'll at least get it started. This is the first time I've ever used this little gadget. It seems simple enough, but I'll let you know. We're supposed to pump it to get it started. I've got a little setup here. I might have it too high, so let me lower it down a little bit. Okay, let's try it like this. There we go. So, fluid's flowing. Might be hard to see, but I'm going to pause this because I don't want to spill it all over the floor here in a minute, so hang on. Okay, so here is our 1 gallon glass jug. And one of the things that I have learned now that I've done this a few times is these plastic fermenters are really nice. They're convenient. They're pretty easy to come by. They're not that expensive. But I think I want to do further fermentation in clear glass so I can kind of see what's going on. And you can get glass containers in all shapes and sizes and all sorts of volumes. So we've got it racked. Next thing I'm going to do is put the airlock in. So let me get my, I'm going to try a different one this time than what I used before. I've used this type a time or two. But anyway, this has also been sanitized. So I've got my little stopper, my little airlock. So I still have quite a bit left in here. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet, but that'll be maybe a different video for a different time. But for now, this is blueberry mead that was started the fermentation process on the 13th. It's the 22nd, first racking. You can see it's a little hazy, so I'm hoping over the next several days or so that this will get really super clear. Everything that I've read suggests that you might need to rack it at least a couple of times. So we'll see. So stay tuned.